Alright, one more video before we stop the conditional branching. This is Emmanuel Kadri, your regular host on Breaking to Tech, and in Python programming today, we are talking about the pass keyword, still under this same topic of called conditional branching in Python. Okay, so the pass keyword is used when you have an if statement. Okay, when you have an if statement and then you're not going to put a condition under it, or you're not ready to put a condition under it yet, or you're not going to put a command under it, you just want it to leave it like that for some reasons, then you use the pass keyword to tell Python that please jump and pass, like okay, just overlook it and move on. All right, without that pass keyword, it will return an error. Let me just show you how it is. So if, let's say x is equal to 40, and then you can have, if you say if x is, let's say f is greater than 20, if x is greater than 20, okay, you can say print I am greater than 20. Just an example. Okay, even without an else condition or without an elif condition, just this one alone is going to work as far as x is greater than 20. It will work without returning an error. Okay, let me prove that to you. You see I am greater than 20. You see that? So it works without error, no problems. The only time you can have an issue, although still not an error but an issue, is when the condition is not met, because you did not provide an alternative. All right, so you didn't provide an alternative, so when the condition is not met, it's just like that and it just goes. So when you say x is equal to 40, so you say if x is less than 20, well, obviously 40 is not less than 20, and then you say print this thing. It will not print anything, it will not do anything, it will just return a blank. So if you run it, you see it returns blank, nothing is there, just because the condition is not met and you did not provide an alternative condition. All right, so now what if I did not even put anything here at all, and I just say okay, x is greater than 20, then instead of putting something, I did not start with an indent, I just continued with something else. I just say print Emmanuel, okay, no indent, because putting it on an indent means that it is under the custody of this if statement, and it will work just like the example I just erased. Do you get it now? So, but then I'm not putting any indent to show that, okay, just to show that nothing is right, nothing is working with this if statement. The if statement is just there. All right. So if I run this program, it's definitely going to return an error, because it actually expects that anything else I want to put should either be indented under the if statement, but the if statement cannot just be empty. Something must be there. It must govern something. It must either govern a command, or it governs another if statement, or it governs an or it is followed by an else statement or something. But something must just be there. You cannot just leave it empty without it being followed by something, by a command, or you get what I'm trying to say. So in order to avoid this kind of error, just to tell Python that, okay, Python, I know what I'm doing, but you know what, I'm not just ready to put anything there yet, or I have my reasons for leaving it that way, okay, but just pass it, just leave it and pass. So in order to tell Python such, just put pass, and when you do that, if you run the program will just pass it and then do exactly the other thing you ask it to do. Okay, so it knows there is an issue here, but then you ask it to pass, then it will pass, and it will just display, it will just continue the program normally and do whatever else you ask it to do, and everybody is fine. So that is the work of the pass keyword in conditional branching. simply used to, to bypass an incomplete if statement. Let me just put it here. Okay, it is used to bypass an incomplete if statement. Okay, so that is what it is used to do in this case. All right, so that is that as per that, and this is most likely to be my last class on this conditional branching. The next is to give you an assignment, which to give you a task, which I'm going to post in the next video. All right, see you, bye.